LA's free-for-all situation is just crazy. Everyone's getting shot off with rubber bullets, paintballs. If you're with the protest, if you're without the protest, if you're there just to watch, if you're reported, shut off. If you're holding a Molotov, if you're holding a flower, you're holding a teddy bear. If you make a sudden move, you're getting shot off with rubber bullets. And now we have army helicopters, fighters, something. What the fuck is that gonna do to people? Why is it there? We have LA trying to sue the president of United States for sending 2,000 National Guard deployments to help the police, to help protect the police and put this riot down. And they say that, we don't need help. It's unnecessary. This is a peaceful protest and we have it all under control. There's so much shit happening. I'm gonna show you the highlights for the past 2 days, the things that I've found. Starting from the beginning, how did it all start? As you're most aware, Trump announced that he has zero tolerance for anyone staying over here illegally, and he wanted to deport anyone without any paperwork and blah blah blah. Even Khaby Lame, the biggest TikToker in the world, was detained by ICE because he overstayed his visa and allegedly he was working under some different name and he was just in the United States illegally and doing jobs illegally, allegedly. This is according to Dylan's page. But the authorities caught him and they said, why you stay without your visa? He said, you know what, I'm going to self-deport. I don't want this trouble. I'm not going to stay detained. I'm just going to go back to, Italy. So as ICE agents were doing this shit for the past couple of months, going through people's paperwork, making sure no one's staying here illegally, it got a little bit intense a couple of days ago where ICE agents were booed out.
Shame! 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 Go! Yeah, get the fuck out! Get the fuck out! Cowards! Cowards!
And then backup was sent to control the riot, make sure no violence happens, make sure this shit goes on peacefully until one donkey picked up the rock and looked at it like the first Spider-Man, the OG Spider-Man, the first movie. Like he looked at his hand and spikes started, fucking coming out of his hand. He looked at it with passion and he decided to, you know what? This rock looks better in that cop's car's window. Shut up! Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up! Went one after another, and that's when people discovered, hey, it does actually look better. And more people discovered, hey, let's actually throw everything and everything on everyone and everything. I'm talking cars that don't even have drivers are being burned. I mean, how is this gonna help your cousin who got deported by destroying a selfless car? I'm talking, people are having, it's like they're playing fucking Call of Duty. They're like putting shields, like trash cans, and they're protecting themselves against tear gases, rubber bullets, paintballs. They're sitting behind, probably taking selfies. I'm sure there's TikTok videos of them. Fuck yeah. I mean, some of them are in that, like to live in the whole scene, just like going to a concert and experiencing the live version of it instead of just looking at your camera and trying to capture the moment. People were probably, also very intense and trying to focus on the main event that's happening. A very big and exciting day for the unemployed. They're also waving the Mexican flag and burning the American flag, which makes zero sense to me. You're proud of your country and you say boo to US. Meanwhile, you're in the US and you want to, the whole reason you're doing this is to stay in the US? I'm just saying, it doesn't make sense to me. Now, the video of an Australian reporter who was there to, obviously report the riots live is going viral after she was shot with rubber bullets for no absolute reason whatsoever.
Standing off this situation has now rapidly deteriorated. The LAPD moving in on horseback, firing rubber bullets at protesters, moving them on through the heart of LA.
You just shut the fuck up!
My best take would be he hasn't shot his weapon yet and he was so excited for this day, but it was too peaceful around him and he wanted to fire that weapon. He wasn't going home without firing that weapon at least once, and he saw a target, a woman standing and reporting that. I don't know what to say to this guy. Absolute donkey. Like, she didn't even make a sudden move, like, holding the microphone and turning quickly, and then, the guy getting jump scared. Oh, I see a weapon. Shut up, shut up, shut up. Hitting her with a rubber bullets. She did nothing. She took one step. That was a sudden move. I say he just wanted to, shoot his weapon. He hasn't shot his weapon all day, and he was tired of having a full mag. There's videos of cops being injured because people are throwing Molotovs. People are throwing commercial fireworks, which is extremely dangerous. And the police, they're taking this very personal. There are professional ones as well, but there are ones who are just putting the rioters on the floor and walking all over them with horses and, beating them with batons and paintballs and all of that. It's honestly terrifying what is going down there. Numerous amounts of injuries, numerous amounts of arrests. The numbers are just not even released yet. We don't even know if anyone got unalived yet. There's nothing being reported on it so far as I can find. The chief of LA police also made a comment about this whole thing, this whole shit going down.
The federal authorities have the right to be able to do what they're doing. As far as people worried about the violence that we're seeing, this violence that I've seen is disgusting. Individuals out there shooting commercial-grade fireworks at our officers, that can kill you.
The guy who was also decorating cars, any cars passing by, police, civilian, whatever, there's also a $50,000 bounty on him after FBI, wanted some information to catch this guy, and his identity is out there now. Now, the mayor of Los Angeles made a Twitter post saying to the immigration community in Los Angeles, "You belong here. You are not alone. Los Angeles is your home, and we are fighting for you." I think they're fighting you. Just a thought. In a statement, she also said, "Guys, fighting is not good. If you want to fight peacefully. No violence, please."
So I call on all Angelenos to continue expressing your right, your anger, your outrage, but to do it peacefully. And I just have to say that all of you were there Friday. Everybody knows what happened Friday. Several workplaces were targeted and raids took place.
Now the looting, what I like to call finders keepers game whenever any riot happens, comes with the riot. It's a full package. There is no looting without, rioting. Apparently none of the libraries were touched, only the supermarkets, the electronic stores. Everyone's trying to brick up their stores, but a lot of them have been looted. People just taking shit, stealing shit, ruining businesses. I hope most people have, insurance, and a lot of people try to protect their stores by protecting it themselves, which I think is a big mistake. 7-Elevens were apparently not touched. I mean, they tried to go in, but it's a big mistake for the looters to attempt to go in, because they're gonna get shatogged by Raju in the head. Rajus are killing it with the brooms they're holding. Anyone touches their store, shatog in the back of the head. Fucking crazy. You can fuck with Apple Store, but if you think about coming to Ranjit's supermarket, he's going to fuck you up. Now, my favorite part about this whole thing is the back and forth fight words they've been throwing. The governor, the mayor, and Trump, the president of the United States, have been throwing at each other. The mayor saying it's unnecessary for you to send National Guard. The governor is saying, "Oh, stop it." The latest message from Trump was the governor and mayor of Los Angeles should be thanking me, saying, "Thank you, President Trump. You are so wonderful. We would be nothing without you, sir." He said instead they chose to lie to the people of California and America by saying that we weren't needed and that these are peaceful protests. Now, Trump did respond to this whole thing in a video as well.
My fellow Americans, it is with overwhelming enthusiasm that I am declaring that anyone who protests or interferes with ICE and their operations is officially gay, big time. With that being said, go ahead and call your dads, tell them about your alternative lifestyle.
I am very sorry, wrong video. This was the AI version of it. This is his actual response, non-AI version.
A disaster happening. And they now admit it was a disaster. I watched the chief yesterday, who's a good man, by the way. And he said, well, we're lucky we did this because they were overwhelmed. You saw what was happening. But you have a governor who let the city burn down, didn't want water. He wouldn't do it over, I don't know, they have environmental reasons, but there were no environmental reasons. I think it's just a political philosophy.
And what crime has he committed that would warrant his arrest? What crime has Governor Newsom committed?
A crime has he committed?
Yeah, to warrant his arrest, as you had
I think his
suggested earlier.
primary crime is running for governor because he's done such a bad job What he's done to that state is like what Biden did to this country.
Biden is still getting backshots from Trump to this day. Any example he wants to, say, oh, you did a bad job, just like Biden, even though Biden's just sitting and eating his ice cream right now and just catching sprays left and right. Now, the beef gets more serious. I thought at the beginning this whole thing was a clickbait. I thought, this was fake, but apparently, according to Washington Post and other news articles, a lot of them, California sues Trump over National Guard deployment to Los Angeles. Governor Gavin says that the act of deployment is an illegal act, an immoral act, and an unconstitutional act. Apparently, the president didn't text the governor first, hey, stopping by with 2,000 National Guards. He didn't ask for his consent to bring this 2,000, and now he's offended that he didn't ask his permission first. The lawsuit argues that President Donald Trump overstepped his authority when he called up National Guard in defiance of California, invoking a law that allows a president to do so under a threat from a foreign invasion or rebellion against the U.S. government. Let me be clear, there is no invasion, there is no rebellion, said the Attorney General of California, Rob Bonta, said in a statement, the president is trying to manufacture chaos and crisis on the ground for his own political ends. So they're saying this whole thing is a show off from Trump. He's just like Homelander, playing the good guy, coming to the rescue, and he's, want everyone to chant, 4 more years, 4 more years. So he's looking to benefit out of all of this. Now, the White House did not immediately respond to the request for the comment on the lawsuit, but during the White House event shortly after the announcement of the lawsuit, Trump hailed his order to deploy troops. He went on and said it was very necessary. We had to protect the law enforcement. This really helped, and things are slowing down after my great move. Just now I realized my shirt say Los Angeles. I swear to God, I didn't fucking realize. This is crazy. And this whole Los Angeles situation is crazy as well. We got random reporters getting shot off with rubber bullets. The whole thing is just getting out of control. But in about 2 to 3 days, maybe in the next 24 hours, things will probably just slow down. If any more interesting things happen, I'll keep you updated.